Hello there, I didn't see you there! Welcome to a little bit of a channel update. I'm your host, Kirin, though you may not recognize me because I cut my hair. Also, I changed the setup. This looks way better. Also, the white balance finally works, so I don't look like an orange alien anymore. And thanks, Doge. I'm drinking some coffee, and I'm gonna let you know about all the things that recently happened on the channel, or lack thereof. I'll explain my absence, as well as our plan moving forward, as well as a little bit of a crazy update, because, fun fact, I made a game! But let's take it one step at a time. The question all of you have on your mind at this very moment is, Max, what are you drinking? Coffee, black, like my soul. Step number 2, what happened to your long hair? I loved your long hair! I hated it. I've hated it for like the last 6 months because I didn't know what to do with it. I've never had long hair, and I guess I never found my groove, but I kept it because people really liked it. And for the last 6 months, I've been like, I'm gonna cut it, and then like a month and a half ago, I cut a bunch of it, but nobody noticed, which was good. And then I thought I would just cut it gradually, but then spoilers, I have no patience for stuff like that, so I just cut it. I gave myself the most lesbian haircut I could do, and I think it looked out pretty well. It's a flashback to like Max from like 2000 and basically this time a year ago, and it's awesome. I love it. I love having my short hair back. It feels so good. I hope that if you haven't already unsubscribed because of my haircut, I hope that you still tag along. But you know what? I understand your choices, and it's entirely okay. I already talked about the angle. I fixed it. I fixed the white balance. You can see my place of living in a much better angle. Those windows there are a problem to record with. I have to change my white balance and my lighting, but it's looking good now. So, my haircut, the recording setup. Let's talk about videos. Some of you may have noticed I was on vacation for a little while. I did that thing I do every year where I go over to Kitty's place and I look after her cat because she goes camping every year. Crazy? People going camping to nature? No! Sometimes she's like, I'll invite you, and I'm like, that's cute. No, because then who's gonna look after your cat? Yanto, Key's cat, is the dumbest cat. He's a Russian gray. I keep saying Russian blue. It's Russian blue, isn't it? I did it again. He's gray! Why is it called Russian blue? I guess it's because it's a little bit bluish, but anyhow. I like that those cats are supposed to be like really like graceful and smart, and Yanto is just dumb and fat. It's amazing. I love him. Anyhow, cat stuff's out of the way. I'm back. I recorded a bunch of videos. You saw them. I'm coming back now formally. The Sims 4 Legacy Challenge is already came back yesterday. You got to watch some of the new stuff. We're moving now into like the last half, well, the last part of Mados's storyline, and that's gonna be really exciting, especially when the kids grow up and the things that move on from there. Thank you to everyone who sent characters and children and teens. It's gonna be exciting once, you know, those start showing up and we see the relationships that move on from there, because our characters will fall in love with your characters, and that'll be really exciting. Aside from that, I didn't just came back from my vacation now, I came back a week ago. But the reason why I didn't just come back straight into making videos again was because I was invited. I say that as though like I received an invitation and I had to show up at this like strange place. I participated in the MB Jam. Now, if you don't know what a game jam is, I'll explain to you really quickly. A game jam is basically a competition, kind of like a National Novel Writing Month, in which you are tasked to making a game within a set amount of time. And I made a game. I made an interactive novel using Twine, a free-to-use program for creating interactive stories. If you follow me on Twitter, and I recommend you do because that was madness, I made a game in 3 days. The final script for that game was 25,000 words. I wrote like 24,000 of those in those first 3 days. It was madness. If you follow me on Twitter, you were like, Max, what is this? And I'm like, well, my stand, this paperback writer. That's a joke that half of you are not gonna understand, but it's okay. I have finished that game. Ever since then, I have actually done a little bit of fixing up. I've picked it up because it was mostly unedited. I've done a legitimate pass, and this interactive novel is finally ready for human consumption, and it is titled Ho-Ho and the Fabulous Gays. Ho-Ho and the Fabulous Gays is a little bit of an anime-inspired interactive novel in which you follow from the point of view of the titular Hoshinaga, also known as Ho-Ho, and their band of fabulous friends as they go on ridiculous adventures. Or should I say, bizarre misadventures. This game is free to play. It plays in your browser. It doesn't work on mobile, but it works on your desktop computer. If you would like to play the game, there's a link to it in the description down below, or you can just head to the link in the description or the address that's appearing on the screen right now. The full script is 25,000 words. It has 2 routes for you to enjoy. Writing Ho-Ho was like really fun. It was a ridiculous adventure because I managed to do it in just like 3 days. And if you follow me on Twitter, you already know, or if you want to know the full story, on the About page, on the main menu of the game, you can learn about my entire journey. I talk about the music that I listen to, the people who inspire me to do it, and I give a bunch of like shout out things, and also Charlie Arlette, who did the main design for Ho-Ho that appears on the main menu on the cover. I talk about all those things, but the coolest thing, my favorite thing of that entire thing, was that I managed to submit the game with 45 seconds left on the clock. At the last point, because on Sunday, because it was on day 3, because I wrote 5,000 words on Friday, 5,000 words on Saturday, and then on Sunday I wrote 10,000 words. How? I don't know! I just did it! It was crazy! I just like the stars aligned, and I called upon my stand, and I was like, paperback writer, let's do this, and it happened. And then I stayed awake for 24 hours, and I remember, because people on Twitter were like, Max, take a nap, relax, and I'm like, no! There's only so much time! And I realized that had I taken a nap, had I showered for 45 seconds more, I would not have made the timer. I would not have made it. I wouldn't have submitted the game within the submission deadline of like 6 a.m. on Monday morning, and I did it. And then I stayed awake for like half an hour more in this belief that I managed to do it, and then I just passed out for like 12 hours. It was great. It was fun. It was amazing. And I would like to give a quick shout out to Avery Watt, also known as Burberry. Avery was the one who pushed me to do this jam, and they began another jam, or they began the whole process of starting another jam literally like a day after that one finished, and I was like, Avery, you're crazy. Let's do it again. So I am most likely going to be participating in a lot more of those things. It was really exciting making an interactive novel. I've been wanting to make one with Twine forever, but I've always like stopped or given up. And it was really exciting pushing through and writing tons and tons of words. I wrote more in those 3 days than I did all of the previous month. And I want to do more stuff like that. But that's more me. That's more me. That's more of what's coming down your way. Again, if you want to play Ho-Ho and the Fabulous Gays, it was a really fun story for me to write. I had a lot of fun. It's a little weird. It's a little bizarre. And there are misadventures along the way. Link in the description down below, as well as my itch.io page. For the time being, though, writing videos are coming back. Sims is coming back. I'm not sure if I'm going to have another series here and there. For now, it's just going to be Sims and writing videos. I think that that's a pretty solid way to get back into doing things, because I also want to just be writing more and making more stuff. Talking about stuff coming out. Something special is coming out next week. A week from today will already be out. You may want to keep an eye out on my Wattpad page. But for the time being, though, I gotta get going. This video has been long enough. But anyhow, I am suppressing a sneeze. Suppressing the world's mightiest sneeze. But you know what? I am stronger than the sneeze, and I can finish this video without sneezing in front of all of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience and for putting up with me and the lack of videos these last couple of week and a half, I guess. But you know what? We're back. Things are gonna get rolling again, and we're gonna have lots of fun and lots of writing advice to be had and to be enjoyed. For the time being, though, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I'll see you on the next one.